Hi, my friends from all over the world. um, I'm sitting here in Bali, and yeah, just thought it's a good idea to start a little video series, and yeah, just want to share some of my experiences with you guys. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I, I really feel like that there are so many perspectives on certain things, and yeah, because I'm so far away right now, especially from my hometown, it's sometimes nice to get a fresh perspective. And I also feel like I want to contribute, through my experiences. And I also want to overcome my own biggest fear, to put myself out there, and to share content from my life, actually. Um, so yeah, I see a lot of similarities, in a situation like that. I do feel so strong with a lot of people that lost their jobs, or in the sport event industry, or in the tourism industry. These are like my backgrounds, where so many people just don't know how everything continues. And so 1.5 years ago, when I quit my job, I I did that on purpose. I on purpose quit my job, my apartment. I sold my car, and I started to travel, um, Australia to Bali, but also inside myself. And so I do see so many similarities with my situations and what I learned the last 1.5 years to the situation a lot of people now have to go through, and they don't do it voluntarily. I did it voluntarily, but I thought maybe that's a good idea. Maybe I can help one or the other, and so I felt like sharing a little bit. Um, just the main things I realized in the beginning is how addicted we all are, or especially I was, and how conditioned we are. So when it comes to addiction, I think first and foremost, social media. It's incredible how addicted we are to this new media, and how bad we actually handle it. Um, Last year I took 10 months off Facebook, Instagram, all the channels, and that was a really good way to learn and to deal with this media. And now I try to, um, you know, see it from a different perspective, and I try to approach it differently, because I do still feel that it's a very important tool, but it's just the way we use it, and especially during a crisis with all this fear around, this is very important. I also learned how addicted I'm to, or we are to, fitness. It's ridiculous that how much we move, how much we try to stay really, really fit. Um, so I changed my perspective on this a little bit, and I put my health in my focus. Try to be really healthy, and what it means to be healthy. There's nothing wrong with moving, and nothing wrong with exercising your body, but the amount of, like, how we approach fitness, and how we, as I said, are we almost addicted to it. I think especially now we can see it when we are locked sometimes into our apartments, or try to be with ourselves. Then you can really see that. And a big thing for me as well, and I think what a lot of people have, is how addicted we are to external validation. It's so important how people see us. It's so important for us what we achieve, what status we have, how many things we have. And yeah, it's something I had to learn a lot. And this is why I started my whole trip. This is why I started my journey. And I started to ask myself some interesting questions, and I started to slow down, and I started to reconnect with my body. And this was actually the best decision I ever did. I mean, I'm pretty sure I basically almost have nothing, like I have a little backpack. I'm just traveling around, but I'm also the happiest and feel most loved than ever. So this is very interesting when you get rid of all the things you always think you need, and then brings you kind of like back to yourself. So what I really want to do over the next like couple little videos is try to go into more detail how I did it, you know, how I reconnected with myself. And this is something very personal and it's very individual, and I'm just trying to, you know, contribute and just to share my learnings, and maybe there's some helpful tips for some of you. Yeah, and I started this revelation, you know, this rebellion. I started to rebel, but I wanted to make it in a very peaceful and silent way. And I realized a rebellion is always against something external. We always try to rebel at something, against the system, a government, you know, some rules. But I tried to see this rebellion in a different context, and I started to rebel against myself. You know, I started to rebel against my addictions and my conditions. And so the next time I will talk a little bit more about that. It's not an easy path. It's not easy. It's very uncomfortable to look inside yourself and be really honest with yourself. But it's absolutely worth it. And yeah, I'm happy to maybe help or inspire one of the others of you guys. And you can, yeah, send me some comments or questions, and you know, I will do a little comment series here. And yeah, looking forward to connect with all of you. Much love from Bali.